Hello everybody. So as gun owners, we are used to being attacked, berated, and verbally abused by the liberal left. The liberal left that claim to be so tolerant, so peaceful and loving people. But yet we are used to seeing Twitter posts, Facebook posts, and articles written by the liberal left talking about violence towards gun owners, hoping gun owners get killed, hoping gun owners' children get killed. We've seen these things time and time again. Well, on October 16th of this year, Salon posted a article that is no different than what I'm talking about. The journalist, D. Watkins, a black man, wrote an article saying that if you want to own a gun, that's fine, but you have to be shot first so you know what it feels like. That's right. He's saying that in order to own a gun, you have to be shot first in order to know what it feels like. Now in this article he goes through a bunch of the liberal rhetoric, but he also compares gun owners to slave owners. That's right, and somehow or another he makes the connection of gun owners to slave owners. His exact words are, "Gun praisers are just like the people that were in favor of slavery back in the day." Now I don't know how he sees it that way, but I am going to post a link to the article down below. That way you guys can see it for yourself. But I find it interesting that he says that we should be shot before we can own a gun so we know what it's like. Now the liberal left is always talking about how we should regulate guns like we regulate cars. Well, does that mean that we should get in a car wreck before we own a car? Or maybe we should have a family member die in a car wreck, or a drunk driver hit our child before we're allowed to own a car, so we know what the pain is like. Should we be stabbed before we can own a knife? Should we be poked in the eye before we can own a fork? Maybe, just maybe, we should be electrocuted before we can turn our lights on. Now that all sounds very ridiculous, but so does getting shot before you can own a gun. That is equally as ridiculous as the rest of those. Now that's all I got for you. Check out this article. It is totally and utterly ridiculous, but like I said, it's something that we're not used to seeing, or something that we aren't not used to seeing as gun owners. We see this kind of things all the time. The peaceful liberals touting violence against gun owners. So that's all I got for you. And remember, before you own a dog, you should get bit by one. Thanks for listening.